Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Nova Aetas. Now, when we left off, I had a little rant about things, various things, and we also, well, did a couple of battles and defenses and all kinds of things, as well as me, of course, hurting my back. So, yeah, obviously that is still ongoing, but I am not stopping work. I have to continue. That is just the nature of things, as there are various concerns and responsibilities that I have to attend to, unfortunately. I don't have the choice in that. But anyway, there is something that we must do, and that is take a look at the absolute enormity that is going to be before us right here. I mean, look at this. Weekly kingdom budget. Now, our religious uniformity is fantastic. It's 96%. It was actually at 100%, but obviously we've lost a little bit of clergy power there, which is perfectly fine. That's okay. And our research points are now at 500. Now, as you can see, Zendar is giving us 165,000. It's contributing that. And if we take a look, we are gaining 4 million from investment revenues, which is just insane. And then we do have a couple of other people here, Harati, as well as Imerza. They have joined our faction, apparently, or attempting to join it anyway. There's 5 million. 5 million for our kingdom, which is just amazing. So I've been waiting here for a little bit because I was just wanting to see whether anyone would decide to siege something. Doesn't seem as though that's happening. So what I'm going to do is go into the castle here. We're going to check on the town management as well, because obviously we've been building a couple of things here. And we're going to go over to the court steward. Now, we could actually make a one-time investment. And if I wanted to spend, let's say I wanted to spend 1.5 million, I could do that. And we could get 325 points. Now, do we want to do that? Because that's 15% investment that we're going to lose. So, I don't know, but then we might be able to get into the next technological level this episode. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so otherwise, that's it. I don't really need to do anything else here. I am going to say no to these vassal... Where are they? Oh, there they are. They're over there. Okay. I actually really like Zendar's hall here because it just seems to make sense. I mean, look at it. It's really nice. It's got your ministers and everything here, and then it has everyone that you need to speak to over there next to the throne, which is actually a really nice thing. Anyway, let's go and invest in some things here. Yes, there we go. Ooh, this is very nice. I like it. And, oh yes, also, I have not been ignoring your comments in regards to, shall we say, managing the villages and the other castles and things like that. I have not been neglecting that. It's just that takes a lot of time, and obviously I don't necessarily have that all the time. I'd like to get down to some of the action and get some things going here, but yes. Well, what are we going to do now? Are we going to get something here? As you can see, the treasury has 109,000. The income for the town is 34,000, so I suppose that's pretty reasonable, isn't it? Okay, so this is a town upgrade that is going to cost 225,000, and we need a population of 10,000, that is. So that's kind of harsh, isn't it? Okay, so what are we currently constructing? That's going to take 7 days. Grain pits and everything. Okay, so I think I'd like a weigh house, as you can see here. This will give us plus 5% income. I think that's kind of worth it. We probably need a coaching house as well, but I think we'll go for the weigh house first. Let's build that. That's going to take 18 days, so I'm probably going to have to leave that for a little bit. But other than that, I think we're pretty good. Now, of course, we did fix the ship problem in the previous episode as well. And let's see. Now, I did go, yes, I as you can see here, I only had 3 Huskars remaining, but now what I've done is I actually left here, I sailed all the way over to Terragrit, and they had some Huskars just waiting for us, so I have re-volunteered, or re-recruited, if you could say that, a couple more Huskars, and we're going to be getting those in about 20 days, so that's kind of nice. Now, do bear in mind that the reason why I don't usually do anything with villages, I might be attempting to do some with the Aztec villages, but I don't actually know whether they are available basically for any kind of upgrade. But yeah, I'm going to try and do something with the Aztec villages, because obviously they're not really being raided that much anymore. And they could probably benefit quite heavily from some upgrades. So we're going to try and do that, but for now, we're going to go on to Jacquella, because that seems to be... Oh, hello there, King Agostino. Apparently he wants to fight us. Okay, well... Oh, do I not have a horse? Do I not have a... Did you see that? I don't have a horse. Is my horse dead? No, it's not. Then why is my sprite on the main map walking around like he doesn't have a horse? Well, that's a little bit weird, isn't it? Okay, well, doesn't really matter, I suppose, but anyway, yes, those of you that have commented about upgrading the villages, I have seen your comments. Do not worry about that. I will be upgrading them when I can. It's just so annoying to run around to a village to upgrade it and then for it to get raided, because I don't even know what happens at that point. Do they just stop working on it, or does it just get cancelled, or I don't even know, but that's the whole thing. That's probably the reason why I haven't done it before, and also probably a reason why I should probably be upgrading the Aztec villages first, because obviously they're not going to be the ones that are targeted. They're going to be... I think they're actually going to be pretty safe now, because mostly the villages that are on the mainland of Calradia are going to be the ones that will be targeted. So let's try and... okay, so yes, let's try and, shall we say, distract some of the cavalry. It doesn't really seem to be working very well, but I don't really think it matters too much, actually, because, as you can see, these lancers really are just running into us here. Now, oh yes, I have also taken a look at the new recruiting screen, because obviously we have a new technology level, and that means that we technically have other units available to recruit at our various castles. And I have taken a look at that, and technology level 2 allows us to recruit billmen and some musketeers, as well as some Varangian guards and things like that. And they're actually okay, but the thing with that is that I would very much like to get my craftsmanship skill up before I upgrade any other units, or maybe I can buy some armor, or maybe I can just see what I can do about upgrading them that way, because we have enough money, basically. We have enough income to be able to support something like that. But as it stands right now, I really just wanted to make sure that we had really, really good gear to give those new units. But that's the thing, I don't know whether they're actually any good. Obviously, we've taken a look at the Varangian guards. They're not that good. I mean, they have shield skill, which makes them much more defensive than anything else that we currently have, which is always nice. It's always nice to have a little bit of a defensive unit so that they maybe survive a little bit more often. But from that, I didn't really see the necessity to upgrade them, because unless they have, I don't know, 37 points in Power Strike, I'm not really going to take the opportunity to be that proactive on the upgrading. Now, of course, I am going to be upgrading them. It's just going to be a matter of time, and I would very much like to see what technology level 3 has for us. I have a feeling that that's probably going to be... Oh, okay, apparently that guy was extremely lucky, but yes, anyway, hopefully we're going to be able to do that in due time as well. There's King Agostino. I knew that was him, so I really wanted to kill him as fast as possible. But yes, hopefully we'll be able to get technology level 3, and then that will mean that we will have an even better unit available for us to upgrade, because I don't want to spend, you know, a certain amount of money. I mean, it's probably going to be a lot of money to buy a really nice weapon and maybe a shield and things like that, but yeah, hopefully what I'm going to try and do is use that against, you know, use that against one of the better units, and then we're hopefully going to make a good amount of cash from that, because obviously what I want to do is I don't want to upgrade our units just yet. I mean, oh, actually, yes, I must also mention that there are actually cavalry units available. Yes, we do have lancers, apparently. I'm not entirely sure whether they are indicating that they're horse users, but I'm pretty sure they are horse users. So, in general, we would be able to have an absolutely 100% cavalry army if we so desired. But for me right now, I'm pretty happy with our composition, but what we're going to do is maybe after another elimination of a faction, maybe the Rhodoks, maybe the Saranids, not entirely sure which, but whoever comes first, after that, then we'll take a little bit of time to sort of recuperate ourselves, rest up, have a little bit of a vacation, and then we're you know, going to be upgrading the new units, because by that point, we should technically have the next upgrade in technology, and that will then mean that we have even better units, hopefully, available for recruiting. And then at that point, what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to spend, I don't know, maybe 2 in-game months or something like that. I'm just going to spend a huge amount of time at the Terragrit Castle, and I'm just going to wait there while it recruits whatever units we can get at that point. And as soon as it has recruited about 80 of them, maybe 100 of them or something, because you know what happens, right? As soon as you upgrade them, the waiting time increases as well as the cost. And, well, as far as I'm aware, the waiting time increases, because it seems like maybe that's not the case, because we did upgrade our veteran archers, and they did not get affected by the, well, by the waiting time. So it was only just the cost. So if I want to make it really, really cheap to recruit them, then obviously I'm going to be recruiting them before I upgrade them, and that's probably what I'm going to try and do. And so, yes, back to my original sentence, yes, I'm going to be spending a couple of months at Terragrit Castle just upgrading, well, not upgrading, just recruiting the units that we're going to be upgrading, and then I'm going to upgrade them, and then they're just going to be absolute beasts, and I won't have spent that much money. Even though I do have a huge amount of money in the treasury, I'm unable to take it out as far as I'm aware. I do know that someone did say in the comments that you can take that out, but something tells me that I don't think that's correct. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really looked. I mean, maybe I need to go and speak to my Chamberlain instead of the Court Treasurer, because the Court Treasurer only allows me to, I think, invest in the kingdom and donate money to the treasury instead of actually allowing me to take out money. So maybe I just haven't found the option, or maybe there's a little bit of misinformation, a little bit of, I don't know, maybe it's just a misunderstanding, and maybe you're thinking of something else, a different kind of mod or something along those lines, because I have not seen it, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong before about those kinds of things, because maybe it's just one of those things where you think 100% that you know what you're talking about, and then it just so happens that you're thinking of something completely different, and that's probably what I'm thinking of. Maybe there's something, you know, that I haven't found yet, and I'm going to try and find that if I can, but as it stands, I really don't want to die against these guys. Wow, they have some pretty good units right here. Who are these? Rodok Lancers. Ah, Rodok Lancers. Okay, so they're not on mounts. So does that mean that our Lancers are not going to be mounted either? I'm not entirely sure about that, but it would be kind of amusing to actually find out. So maybe we're going to do that if I can actually take a castle. Obviously, the castle nearby to Jarkella is going to be a siege tower, so maybe I'll cut away for that. I think that might be a good idea. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, that was a pretty bad ordeal there. It seems as though Quinius was not available to build this. I rushed over from the battle site, and, well, as you can see, we spent 4 days building this. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Anyway, let's lead our soldiers, see what we're... oh no. See what we're up against. Oh, this is... yeah, this is gonna be harsh. Alright, so look at this. It seems as though we've now gotten our siege tower to the walls, and I'm chuckling a little bit here because these guys... look at this guy. He died in the most audacious fashion. I don't even know. But, yeah. We were pelted by Rodok sharpshooters, everyone. Yes, it was absolutely devastating to us. As you can see, they're still getting kills on us. And I hope that this siege tower is not bugged in any way. It doesn't seem to be. Now, I am going to allow my archers to charge in with the veterans and the Huskarls because they have no more arrows remaining. Yeah, they shot all their arrows. They did their best. They killed about 30. They killed about 30 enemy units, so that's pretty nice. But other than that, they're just going to be assisting us now. And hopefully I'll be able to get inside here. That would be nice. Okay, so let's just heal our fellows. I've been attempting to do that every 60 seconds or so. But sometimes that just doesn't really work out too well. Oh yes, I've just remembered. One of you mentioned in the comments, or I think of the previous episode or the one before that, that you would like to see an overview of the map before the episode ends, just to see what's going on, because obviously you want to know who is raiding our villages and how they are encroaching upon our territory. And that's perfectly fine. If I remember to do that, then of course, no problem. I'll do that as much as I can, but some of the time, most of the time actually, I will always just forget about those kinds of things. So yes, if I do remember, then obviously you'll see. Okay, so I need to be a little bit careful here. I do want to do a crowd surf, but the problem with the crowd surfing here is that I'm probably going to die. Oh, I'm controlling it slightly. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I'm a bit stuck. Oh, I'm okay. Oh, I'm okay. Whoa, that was cool. That was really cool, actually. That was a very controlled crowd surf there. I actually quite like the controlled ones, although maybe not as fun. I'm not entirely sure, because when they go really fast, you don't control them, and you're basically going breakneck speed, very, very fast. I really should not talk about breaking my neck, because that's the next thing that's going to happen, isn't it? I'm going to break my back, break my neck, everything. Yes. It's probably going to happen. Anyway, let's try and take these guys out. Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, I killed 2, and I already am saying that's what you get, because, well, Diggory has been wanting to get into the action rather fervently here, because, obviously, as you can see, we have not fought anything yet. Yes, it's been a rather somber time. I did shoot a couple of people with my arrows. I don't have any arrows left, though, unfortunately, so that's a bit of a shame, but I did kill, I think, about 6 or so with my bow, so that's always nice, I guess. That's always pretty good. I'm almost going to die here, actually, because these guys are actually not that bad. They are elite spearmen, although are not using spears. Contradictory much, I assume. Yes. Okay, so I have no more arrows, unfortunately, because those guys up there are being quite annoying. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go around here and try and take them out, because I think they're actually being the most damaging so far. As you can see, most of our veteran archers are being killed by the crossbowmen. I have already lost, wow, a lot. 15 deaths and 35 wounded. But we do have 1 axeman here. Technically he's a veteran archer, but shall we see whether he's able to do this? Okay, let's not, apparently. Let's not see if he's able to do it, because he's, yes, he's not good enough. He's not good enough to propel us to victory. Yeah, that's kind of a shame. Okay, so we do have some veterans and Huskars coming in here. Obviously, our reinforcements. But other than that, yeah, seems like... Oh, there's an invisible wall here as well, so I wouldn't be able to jump off even if I wanted to. Well, I suppose that's good. It's a good safety feature. And I guess we're going to have to eliminate the rest, but they are up here. Bear in mind, this is just a castle. This is literally just a castle. I wonder whether Jarkella would have been more difficult, or whether it would have been easier. I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, this is a pretty decent castle layout. And speaking of castle, I think I might actually be taking this one for myself, because I do want a troop farm. I'm going to call it a troop farm, because that's kind of what I would use it for. I do want a troop manufacturing facility, if I don't want to call it farm. But yes, anyway, I do want one of those on the mainland of Calradia that isn't in Saranid territory, because I'm going to have to travel all the way down there. It's going to be very annoying. We have freed one of our own vassals, which is actually kind of nice. And that's it, basically. Oh, Archer Sea Louse apparently... yes. Also, I must report that while we were building this siege tower, while it took 4 days to build, yes, the Rodox did take Almera Castle, and Almera Castle was actually this guy's fief. So he apparently does not have that anymore, which is a shame, but he's not really doing a very good job at defending, is he? Well, there it is. Okay, so we're going to take a small look around here and see what's actually going on. So as you can see, Nukulin Castle was taken by the Vaegirs. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Weah Castle was taken by the Agonic Order, and Karaf Castle was taken by the Saranids. Have we taken Karaf Castle? I think we did take it. I think it was pretty easy, but they've taken it back by the looks of things, which is a shame. And the Rodox have taken back Almera Castle. So other than that, everything seems to be in order. Nothing to worry about so far, and it doesn't seem like many of the factions are really doing much. They don't seem to be making any inroads anywhere, basically. And the Aztec lands are going absolutely fine, no problem at all here. And that's it. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to be ending this episode of here. And next time, we're going to... I think I probably will award Danmion Castle to us. And then we'll head on to Jockella. I did say that I was going to take Jockella in this episode, but I felt maybe taking the castle would be a better idea. Yeah, I think that was reasonable. And so we'll take Jockella and maybe take Valuka as well, but I don't know. It depends how easy or hard Jockella is. And so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.